Oh, you want that?
Yeah. Definitely for water, you mean. Not much, it's a little bit. Sorry, everybody. Renesh, what's up? Sheppy, Missy say you there, Mama. Lily R. Well received, Lily. Choo choo. I say train a blow down, Sheppy. Yes, they thought two toppy and the Sheppy. Wow, 16 of them there, you know, Sheppy. Papa Jesus. Laverne, good night, darling. How are you? You must be well tired out there now and cock up your foot. Them did I wait for the train, you know, Sheppy. Ever them buy them ticket. Yes, Sheppy, tell them. Thank you, sister. Ticket buy, Sheppy, ticket buy. Laverne, what's up? What's good, darling? I tell me say that do some cleaning today. Share out the live, everybody clock on. 20 people me see here. How many see 20 people typing? 8 like. 15 clock off, that just right now. And then look a sharp knife they cut me, I don't know which one. Come on, come, take on a seat, come in a train. Yeah, Missy say you catch on the train, you know, Mavis, sit down good. Sit down comfortable, take a window seat so you can get some fresh air. Yes, and that me know whole day you clean. Master God. Well, yeah, relax now. Come on, hold on a seat in a train. Let's go back then. Let's talk back then, a little back then. Andrea McLeod, good night. You're a newcomer. Welcome and thank you so much to the train. Are you familiar with this train? She says she's a newcomer chef. Let's welcome her. Thank you so much. Take your seat. I hope you can take one by the window before it gets full up where you can get some fresh air. Because we're going to go back in time and talk a little back then. Back then, Sheppy, what back then? Laverne, what back then? So many things back then we can talk. So many things. We're trying to keep it for 1 hour. Let's talk. We have 16 people here. I don't know how much of them typing. We're going to talk back then. Back then, so many things we can talk about. We can talk about the food. We can talk about the culture. We can talk about family. Oh, so many things we can talk about. Yes, nice cool weather today. Yes, it's cool to come at the back door and the front door. I mean, I have no other fan there right this, but it no normally do a lot. And I'm feeling cool although I just come out of the bathroom. Yeah, so you got some nice. Where are you at? Are you in New York? Are you in Jamaica? How the weather today, shape? How the weather up there? You're cool? For no cold time now still. Hope nobody not in my seat. Good evening, Paris. Good evening, darling. Any you hear that, Sheppy? Hope nobody not in my seat. Come on, Sylvita. Back then, what can we talk back then? Back then. Okay. Thank God. Oh, you're in Tobago and you had some nice weather. We give thanks. We had some good one here in Jamaica too. So we giving thanks. Not too hot and just nice. It was just really nice for real. Yeah, so we give thanks to that. So let's talk back then. Back then as family. Lady in red looked like a cherry. Yeah, cherry. Sylvita, me can't take you. Yeah. Let's talk back then family. How you think the families back then? Let's compare families back then to now. Maybe we can move from out of family to inner food, to inner something else. But let's talk about the family back then compared to now. What would you say about, can we have 16 people here, and if we have 12, 4 like the life, 14 like it, okay? So we can start from here. Because remember, we don't get a lot of people over here, but it doesn't matter, okay? This is the Jamaican Debbie Deb strain. We want to talk about families back then compared to families right now. When we were growing up, although a lot of us here, we come in a different era, you know, because our me and Kamara girl did there. And I think it was last week Saturday. I think I know the Park Plaza we did it to, you know, Sylvita. And she saw some little youngsters. Jackie Allen, good evening. Love you too, my darling. And she said some, they were about 13. The oldest one was about 13. So she said, oh my God, this is how the young men of my generation is gonna look. I said, no, those are not of your generation. You're 20. They're about between 11 and 13. So them not of your generation when you have older somebody and them. So we are, even though we are some years apart, we can share some things. Families back then compared to families now, I know it was, it was more challenging, would we say? Paris, more challenging growing up than now, are now more challenging. Because I think now challenging, you know, we never have the whole heap of gadgets and this and that and computer. But I think now is more challenging. What do you think? Come on, no type. We can maybe move out of the family, move into the food, move into something else, move into relationships. Who knows? Back then compared to now. Back then where I go? Come on, no, sit down, no not supposed to stand in car the train door full. Oh yes. We used to stay a yard. Families have deteriorated so much. I would say so. Or Sylvita say, too much kids on the road. Is that oh yes, they've lost the concept of togetherness. Yes, back then, even though, because back then, you know, the thing is in a family, back then, those ladies back then, they had lots of children, you know. Remember, my mother had 13. I know people in my district that had 18, 12, 11, 17, 16. Those were the amount of kids in one family, you know. Plus mother and father, grandmother and grandfather. Sometimes I had 22 people in a one household. There were more than even 2 rooms. You know what I say? Pit latrine. But as somebody just said, it seems, not seems, the concept of family, they more let go now. Yes, the concept of togetherness, helping each other build, that not there again. We more are fighting, you know. You see younger children fighting against each other. Back then we would just, you know, like a fighting, school fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, school fight, but it would end there. But let me tell you, I think it is more challenging now. Because back then we had more love. We had more respect. We did have to respect our parents them. We had to respect our elders. No, nobody no respect nobody. And they are not being reprimanded for not respecting anybody. Lily R says, even with house chores, everyone. Exactly. Exactly. That's a good point. Let me tell you, that's a good point, Lily. Yeah, pure game and gadgets. Let me tell you. When my mother bake a pudding, when my aunt bake a pudding, right? And let me tell you, that pudding, that Dutch pot, have to go down at the gully, go wash out before, let me tell you, that pudding cut. And let me tell you, you don't think so when she bake a pudding this time, like every week she bake a pudding. You know, I wouldn't go because I was a baby. You don't think, you see when she bake it this week, you going to wash it. Don't think it's you going to wash it next week. It's going right round and round till your turn come back. Those were principled days. You know, principle. And the pudding not cutting till the Dutch pot wash and come back up. That was how she did it. And they were all boys. As she drop out the pudding, meanwhile the pudding cooling, your time, go wash the Dutchie and come. Go wash the Dutch pot down the gully and come back. Chores, yes, we had to do chores. I am not sure how much nowadays chores are being done in the household. Paris, wanna say. I'm not sure. And as I said, you know, there were lots and lots of children. Big families. And you all know that too, because a lot of you come from them big family there. You know? Board house, red oak, axe dye, floor brush, even the pit latrines. Look here. You had to go around there. You go drop the brush in a pit latrine. And that you for do. Drop the brush when you shine around the seat part. Because that was my part. You know? Seems like there's less respect. Oh, yes. Not seems. It is. Long time. And even just no respect for each other. So true, Jackie. No respect. Good evening, Kim. Yeah. Checking in from Trinidad. Yeah. Yeah, man. I was the one who had, as a little girl, me did have to polish and make sure my son does chores. He's reluctant sometimes. Yes, you got to insist. You got to insist. Yeah. Chores, you had to do your chores. I think as family values deteriorates, more and more children are suffering with, I would think so too. They are confused. They're confused. I honestly see that this younger generation, they are confused. But the question, is it that we as parents has lost our moral as parents, that we not insist and we not set no form of discipline in the household that our children go by? What do you think? Because back then, them parents are gonna market for days. And my mother personally was a market person. She would go for days. Right? And I'm at fault for that. I'm not persistent when it comes to chores. You gotta be. Another issue is the girl children outside. Oh, yes. Back in. No. You couldn't go anywhere as girls. No. You don't get them privilege. You didn't get those privilege. You didn't get those privilege. Yes, and the girls are out. They're all over. When the chicken climb the tree, I better be. You're better. Where you are going, who send you out? No, that is Lily R. That is definitely outside of it. By certain time, you got to do it. What are you? How would you go out there? Who send you? And where you are going to sleep? Where are you going to sleep? Huh? Good evening, Sharon. Where are you going to sleep? You know? Even the boys had to be home. But you know, sometimes as them get little bigger, them hide and run and come back. Well, with my family, you know, you saw up there now. We have the boys were down the bottom house, that little older house where Boshu used to be in. The boys would be in that. So then they kind of get to it. But let me tell you, when them come one night, then go out and come in late. When you see my father, for him think I for pull down the bed, you know. Which me don't know if maybe actually I was small then. Monica answer. Good evening, darling. Memory lane time again. Yes, man. Bless up yourself, blessed green chick. Him, when he saw him talk 2 times, and he not get no, when them come bed pull down up at the top house. I had a curfew when I was young and the furthest side. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. We have lost our morale as parents to set order in the homes, especially to the moms. Janet, Wagwan, good night, darling. What's up? We have lost, I think, as mothers. Let me tell you something. Back in the 80s, I was living with a set of people and they had kids. But the smallest one, he was just a little boy. And let me tell you, good evening, Enram. I think too, when the kids know that fathers are not home, them tend for go on to, because the dad works 9 to 5. The mom was a stay-at-home mom. He was a little boy, probably about 11, 12. All the others were big people, depending on how she had them. And let me tell you, I look back at that thing, even the other day I was looking back at it, saying, why couldn't she get this little boy to, let me tell you, and like say them want nothing, you know. They were them have it, you know, them have it. This little boy, they just love road. And he turned out to be so confused, such a confusing man. He must be old man now. And I was saying, why is it, the thing is, he would come from school and his dad would leave chores for him to do. And when him come from school, his mother, I'm saying, why can't this woman let this little boy do his chores? He would go, no matter what she do, him watch her, slip out, and go about in business at other people's yard. Going to other people's yard where, you know, like less of a yard, we're not putting down anything, you know. Them would even have TV now, them something, and he had everything, but he would go there, right? And he would have marked the time. And when him know him daddy near for come, he would then run, come back and do those chores. So I'm saying, why can't you as the mom make that happen? She was just, him a wash belly. She pet him. She pet him. Good night, Maxine. Yeah. So I am saying, we need to stand our ground more as moms, you know, because you notice that everything after we name call, so that's why we have to try to get it right. You see what I'm saying? Back then, things were, no, it wasn't so. It was never so. Big men, them 17, 18, 19 with red hat, with all beard that go to school. You hear me tell you? And they had manners. When you find, every now and then you find one and few where you don't know how it go. You're really rude and all them something there. You know? I answer, but I mean, like, I think back then it was better. The principle, what parents stood up for was different, and that what I think that's what made the difference. You know, nowadays, trust me, I don't know. But I think, would you say it's too late, Paris? I think I don't know what can happen. It's up to the parents and the guardians. Up to parents and guardians. We have to do what we have to do. And we couldn't get a back chat, who we are chat to gone out, who will let you in, who for door you come knock. Yes, if one way they wear than go out, and when he come in late, he not even she, because the girl putting her out there. The boy, he make up his mind to sleep underneath the cellar. Yeah, one and two of them, they then decide for go. So when they come there, they make up their mind before they go, man. So they go sleep under the cellar. And when they sleep under the cellar, they have to keep wide for days too, you know. Yeah, community value, yeah. Kind of say, wait, when you are my son so picnic. When you have something there, when you do out here, anyone you see, be a little more firm. Yes, man, if we don't have it back, then we had to do. I'm waiting for the text to come up, because sometimes due to the device, the text comes up and then it's, I don't know, maybe it's just the internet. It doesn't stay long enough for you to read it. But I think I keep looking on back then, and I think I prefer back then. Maybe People are going to say me old school, you know. But honestly, I am really scared for right now. I'm scared for now families. I think back then, back then, you know, if we didn't have it back then, we had to do with, oh, yes. Oh, no, 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 no. But the thing is, we didn't have a lot to require, you know. We didn't have a lot to require. The norm was to school, to church, to school, to church, go to do your chores if you're going to get water and to get wood for the fire. And yes, I prefer back then. The necessary, just look at necessary. Because when you go to church on a Sunday and you take off your church shoes and your church clothes, Monday at school, straight back to Friday. Saturday, bam, it's just like a regular in and out. And let me tell you, when you go to church, you see, and you come back, most households, you got to tell them what was the golden text. You think you just go to church and come back and come in a place, come sit down? No, darling, when you think it's priest and safety, you in and you think you get where. All after you eat your dinner, you hear, come. What was the golden text today? What was the golden text? Yes, different days, different days. You had to tell, just go to church and come back, so come sit down. Joshua, Wagwan, good night, you catch a train. You couldn't go to church and come back and can't tell gang or somebody what golden text was. It, when you go to church back then, they would speak out a scripture, and then that would what the pastors or the minister would elaborate on. You better know a golden text if you don't know it for your corner dark like a midnight. All them tell me we in a house long time, night long, the night then long. Oh mercy. Then long everybody wash up and in a house. How much up somebody in a one room. One little home sweet home lamp light. And after certain hours it have to turn off. Some of youngsters, not even the youngsters too alone, Sylvita, even some of the adults, stupidity. Can't talk over anything. You in your house, after a certain time the home sweet home lamp it are out. You see what I say? Yeah. Any little thing we have as dinner sometime night we catch we, and with their kitchen with back. Oh wow. I tell you. And I think those were the days that were so hard that we should have fuss. But no, we were living loving. But no, when everything is on point, yeah, everything nice and sweet, that's now we're fussing. Yeah, them of course, then now get foolishness, then now get along. Back then, and we were so happy as children. It was hard too, Paris. The parents were having it hard too, because you would hear them talk. And even before, they would tell you stories of how it was before they had you. That was so true, and you did not have a choice. No. Too much technology available. These youngsters are lazy. Yeah. Your parents too, would tell you about their era. No. Yes, no praying. That's another thing, Yes. And remember when we were going to school back then, devotion every morning. Devotion. We had to be at devotion, and the thing was, if you not catch devotion, you will be marked late. Monica, yeah, bless up. If you don't catch devotion, you will be marked late. Once you not catch devotion, even if you're in a class, once you not catch devotion, you will be marked late. I'm telling you. And I am a firm believer of children catching devotion in the mornings. Really, Sylvita? Sorry to hear about that man. Sorry to hear about that. You got to be careful, Sylvita. Yeah, I hope everything work out, darling. Me no love that. Don't love that at all. Yeah, man. Devotion. Oh, yes. Good old days and Nancy story, brother Tukuma. Hello. You think you think about saying that to them now? Yes, I prefer back then. Yes, you know, Suzette, it was a little harder. But look here. We weren't considering it hard back then, you know. Because we are now in this era, when we look back then, we realize that it was harder. But at that time when we were children coming up, we never had think, because there was no, we never have no comparison. We never have nothing, you know, more than if we have a bigger brother or sister, them or uncle or auntie at town and them come town, all we know say at town we want go. We want left country come at town. Poor them the time they will never understand know where town is. All we want to do are left. That we never have no choice. So we just make it with one. And as somebody said, gather around in the moonlight, tell a Nancy story. Brother Tukuma and Nancy, Bird Cherry Island. I don't even think, I never know if Nancy book on it now. Okay, Joshua. Yeah. And you know, it was, let me tell you, I would love to see, well, Jer got a taste of it. Cobb don't remember. She was born in the country, but she never remember nothing, because, you know, we came back to the city when she was like just 4. So she said, Mom, I don't remember anything. But I would love to see some of these younger children, you know, get into a little environment to see how they would operate with no other way out, to see how they would operate. You know, because the thing is, if them not have the phone them and the sitting them now, all hell broke loose. They can't go for a day. At the internet and the phone, you know, one little transistor radio, and that the radio, well, for me in my household, it when it turn on for 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock news a man time. After the news, it turn off. Until news come back 7 o'clock at night again. Yeah. Saturday morning, it turn on. And after the news, or I think before the 7 o'clock news, you have some calypso playing. And that was the little, you had some calypso playing before 7 o'clock news at Saturday morning time. Yes, it was better, Sharon Spence. We were poorer. And we are saying we were poor, you know, but I think we were richer. Yeah. Them can't survive because the electricity control the internet. And the chin lie. Really? I'm there every day? You don't see me in a long time. There, man. Yes, read that. So Sunday now, it have to play Sunday morning with the gospel music them. And then Sunday evenings now, with this, we listened to Ralston McKenzie. Oh, that man. We would listen to Ralston McKenzie with Sunday Contact. And after that, done at night time. Hey, let me tell you, it was a routine, family. It was a routine. It was a routine. Sunday, after church, if funeral, you got funeral. The biggest event is anybody pass on in a something, and you got digging, and you got set up. Hello? Hello? People not allowed for God digging like that. You know, if you got set up, you can't go set up on your own. You have to go with your parents. Yeah, and sometimes, them not carrying either. Sometimes they're not taking it either. Yeah. And we had with rice and peas, and we had whether if a common fall or free range, whatever it was. We had with Sunday dinner, we had with Sunday breakfast, just like everybody else now. Yeah, may I tell you, Sunday breakfast big, Sunday dinner big, just the same. Monday to Saturday, the little regular. We come from school, we get Joshua, don't no put up the people name up here for me, please. You see? Sheppy? Please and thanks. You can move that for me, Shep. Thanks. Yeah. So We come home from school, we get with little dinner, yeah. Which part, you know, getting a rice bun in the week, you know. Yeah. Your dumpling, your little yam. Yes. Riding country bus and all sitting. Yeah. And the kids in the city, they enjoyed coming to the country in the summer. And then those in the country get a little run for come at town. Yeah. You see me? So that was just our routine, nothing else outside of that. Nothing else outside of, I can't remember somebody was telling, this lady was telling me. She was a principal when she was telling me. Since I become a big woman now. And she was saying, she grew up in a home when she was a big young lady, must be 22 or 23. And she was supposed to get a job at some school or some library or something. And she pressed her ear. And she said, she hide and press her ear. And when her father sister ear press, remember them back then with that they call it iron comb, pressing comb, put it by the stove, coal stove, or the little you don't know that blow up stove, the 2-burner stove, them and press ear. That was the creme. That time poor little we, as the younger ones, you that love your ear press. What kind of pressing comb? Who tell you to put pressing? Sister her father said, who authorized you, either 21 or 22? Who authorized you to put pressing comb in your ear? And she said, like, but Papa, me a big young lady now. Okay, chef. And me I go get the job. Him say, who authorized you to put pressing comb in your ear? She said she and her father had it out with her. 22 years still under my roof. Who said never press ear? Who's not even they used to say. Right, that me can't manage you. But they used to press the ear for the lights. They read that. Me think then they used to put the chemical in your ear. Oh yes, I got standpipe go catch water. But me got spring. What about the spring? Cheers falling at the yard, smelling the country food and the, oh wow. Oh, it's a beauty. But the thing is, blessed green chick, at my country, it's just the same. Some countries have changed and upgraded. But my country, you know, since my last vlog, me I show no way when we reach up there early in the morning, young smoker come up. That was what you would see coming up out of every single kitchen. You hear me telling you? Early in the mornings. Because kids had to go to school. Husbands had to go to work wherever. If some of them are work a railway. If some of them are work a parish councillor. Or if them are go to the field. Because some of them in the community, they had other jobs outside of the field. Okay. Of course. So when you not go get different food from Janet, I will see you. Whatever they provided and then cook it. Look here, and them now ask if you eat it, neither them I tell you, you better eat it. You better eat it. You better eat it. You better, and see we here. We know we are worse. Are we anywhere worse, Paris? No. Me none we are worse. The thing is, I am happy, Paris. I honestly am. Me no know what I have to say. But I am so happy for those days because it has molded me into what I am today, that I can try to do the best for my 2 kids. When I look back, I never regretted anything. You hear me telling you? It has molded me those days. I know some people that say back then, them days that did this and whole time days, but let me tell you, I am living off those memories now. No eating, no? No eating. I must say though, there were some little things that they could have done better. You know? As like using strap and them something they could have cut down on somebody strap them and them strapping and them something there. But look here. Honestly, it has helped me on this journey of life. Because let me tell you, them kind of life, they not parry. They make you know yourself, you know. Those upbringing, they make you know yourself. You used to tell like, say you have like suppress your ear. But who do it bad? Susan said she used to tell. But me never know, so them press the ear them for lice. I read that one you new to me. When me get my ear press at town, me come, ma. Oh yes. Oh yes, blessed green chick. Yeah. The first time me come at town and me I go back to country and me get the little ear press at town. Now you want to see me? In a tap shake the head. Yeah, and the thing is, we know the food. We grew up on them food, Yes, watching your those days, them, me tell your family. You see them first time out of door kitchen there, Monica aunts. You see them first time. I think, family. That's good night, Dawn. Pleasant good evening to you, Dawn. I think, you see those huge, we call them out of door kitchen, outside kitchen, with the bench them, and the fireside. I think those were just some priceless things to the family, Somebody just saying, when you watch your grandmother, your aunt, or your mom in their cooking, those are some priceless memories. How many of our children, if not our pitney them now see how ugly, maybe them wouldn't eat it. Not true. Those days with those kitchens, we had one right a little out from one say Boshu house, and I told you, I think in my last video, fireplace. Yeah, we had when we go back up, me show now when Boshu make a nice little fireside on the outside, out from the back of him house. This so. You see me telling you? Because that's how we grew up. That's how we grew up. And we appear that we could find. Look here, when rain a fall all the morning time, I like how we there St. Mary down when rain set in. And when you cuddle up in that little kitchen there with the fireside warming us. Yes, the heat from the fireside would warm us while we sit there. Pan some of them we are sit down pan mata. Some of them we are sit down pan bench. Remember that little bench? Some of them we are sit down pan piece of stump. Oh my word. Yes, chocolate tea. And my mother used to make the roti. My mom was 16 when she had me. She didn't know much come to town when she was 12. Okay. Let me tell you. And we would get mostly flour. And mostly flour and baking powder. In the morning there. Mostly flour. Janet, you that must do that. Fuck. The eating fat, Janet, you'd have for real. Parry back then that it's some old time, long time, sterling silver, Hey, oh Jesus. You don't think you don't remember? Remember. So now, Paris, how come now? If you ladies here can remember, how come some of us pretend like we don't remember? How come? I think it's we pretend that we don't remember. Oh, I cherish that kitchen. I cherish that kitchen. You go in there, you come from school, and if you come sometime when you come, depends on the movements of the day. You dinner cook and cover up. Look underneath that one there and certain, pure butter pan. Yeah? Read that. Pure butter pan and a jankuno. She had talked about jankuno. But you had to go out in the town. If you did live near out in the town, it was fine. Like all we know, we never lived near in a town. Good night, Jackie. Blessings. Yeah, well, I'm not all the way from country, but some of we have country experience. As they say, we used to go to the country to spend enough time. You see, they put it in the comments. They can't remember when they go to the country. Some of them don't really go there go spend time. So they go there mostly on a Sunday with the family. When they go back, go look back for them old people. And those people who end up go back there, they end up to be your parents. So you have to go with them, go back to country, go look for them old people. Because some of the old people, them principally, them first time people, I can remember with our church, there were people that were born and grown in that district. Get big, married and have them family, make them house at town and sitting. And every Sunday when communion take, Them would have come to them, not give up them communionship. They would come drive from the city, Kingston, and every Christmas Sunday them present themselves just to maintain and to uplift, continue to uplift the community. Yes, man. Bami. Yeah, Bami. But the curry goat never saw. My father was a butcher still, you know. Yes, they go back to church every first Sunday. We are communion Sunday. You see, Christmas Sunday, when them come from town, come look for them family. Easter, I can remember that quite vividly. And now me go up a country and me look, me see, termite yam down the whole of church. Yam down the church, eat down the whole of the furniture in there, and the plaque for all the members, foundation members of the church that passed on, they pan the wall, they termite and yam them too. And that happened to the church. I can't understand that. Because those people are passed and gone. And the church rotten down. Nobody in a business with it, darling. Because, hello, it's just a different era. Church fracking a dulcimi. And the grip. Yeah, and baptism. You remember at where I lived there, when they had this church, it was a kind of pocket church like them. I don't know if them a pocket church, I don't remember, you know, but they would pass my house. They would use banners because the river where them baptized, they below them have to pass my yard. Yeah. But I talk about that the chimney, they call me and the Tory in it if I look here. So my time me no wash out the chimney with nose. Because you're supposed to empty this little chimney, you know, and wash out this little chimney and turn it down nice, make it drain. Sometimes I don't remember for wash no chimney till night. I get some lick for that chimney there. And you know, let me tell you, man, them pick me I get with blue murder in a party. Sometimes your mother, them seat, you know. Them seat, you know. Yes, them sister, you know, wash it, you know. And then tell you 1 or 2 nights, then and tell you the third, you know. You see, when you reach in and every door lock and everybody in there, hold on. A 2 flying lick you will get, you know, where the chimney. 2, may I tell you, no, sir. 2 flying lick. And when you pull the door for go out there, you well lock out there, you know. Yeah, you have a okay. We born and grow in it, man. Okay, that's good. We have other churches in the district too. You never hear him at the last video, me I say, wow, they might do an addition for the church like they are making you know, a nice little bathroom and something and a little restroom area and something. Yeah. The other one out there, so when my mother used to attend, I don't know what happened. Yeah. And when you out there that time, when you know, 7, 8 o'clock at night, it come like all 1, 2 o'clock at night, we pitch black if on a moonshine. And when you remember, so Mr. Joe did just bury round this, I just round this, so good all Monday or Tuesday night that you get locked out, and a Sunday night, Mr. Joe bury, you know. Oh, Jesus have mercy. And all the year, my mother said, go out there, go do, because you and Tom Joe out there tonight. Make you, no, man. These children are so privileged. And guess what? If you don't know what I do know, you know, not even the toilet bowl them in the bathroom, they know and do not the shower, you know, not the bath, you know. And look here, you better go out there. And if you ever come in with that chimney there, and it's because it's bound to rank, you know, because from no most. Remember, so Mr. Joe smell where you know, a pastor tell how the all of a sudden him cut out, and you know him buried just back, you know, first time they had bury people in front of the yard, them think they're not happen again. And all, but look here, man, them if you hear me ball them time there, you know. And just for what reason you cannot remember. Monica said, no, it's true, Paris, it's true. All Christmas in the country was beautiful. Even, well, I don't know. I would think it's still beautiful, except for the whole heap of crime and violence. You know, I think now if you go for go spend Christmas in a country, you have to look back at you. Those are the days you know look back at you. But let me tell you, Christmas was beautiful. We always look for that. Me personally. Your aunt took the chimney to the kitchen. Oh, what that mean? Christmas, let me tell you. In fact, people would come from town to spend that Christmas. People that grew up in the country. No Christmas now. And right now, at Jamaica, if you go down a bus park, my granny marked me on a banana tree, 5 a.m. had asthma attack, and she and my parents sit up with me. Okay. First time remedy there. Oh yes, Christmas in the country. Nice. Nicer than town. Nice. Cause look here, we would have get piece of our Christmas tree, we get dry tree. Cut down some tree and put it for dry. And wrap it with foil paper. And put it out there. And put all starlight twinkle side eye. Oh, Christmas in the country was beautiful. Who can remember? Me not look like nobody remember. It was the most beautiful thing. Even coming up to Christmas. Cause we had the radio. The time they look a Christmas carol play. And let me pause here. I said to Cobb the other day, I said to Cobb and Dad, what is it now that has never changed about Christmas? Since me a picnic come up. And Dad said they be the Christmas carols. Yes. That right now, we want a Christmas sitting man. And with the Christmas carol, we had books. We had books as little girls when we were going to school. Every Christmas carol we write. Some people, when we come, may I tell you something, Pitney, that's different. Everything. You know? Yeah. When you lend me your carol book now, yes. Lend me your carol book. We add book, we exercise, we write out a Christmas carol. Buy like a pretty stickers and put through it. Christmas was nice. Really nice. Really nice. Yeah. Chef Dwight, bless up yourself. Christmas was real. It was a beauty. But tell you, say, back then, if them the people that we used to live at town and if them not come a country come spend Christmas with them family, come like another Christmas. Well, in Jamaica here, they play all of them, Red Hat. They play all of them. But let me tell you, and we would go like a week or two before Christmas. Our church that we went, we would wake up and go a caroling like on a Saturday and a Sunday morning right through the district. It was beautiful. It was lovely. And we had Christmas programs. It was beautiful. It was lovely. Everything come to water down now. Christmas was beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, it was so nice. Yes, Christmas in the country. And because the weather, it is so cool. And where would I go? We get to go to the square now, you know. And out of the square, they would have them look at something and they look at crown and then command them. That for the man them, the big man them. And it was nice. We had little squares that we could go out to. Yep. Christmas night, Boxing Day night, Christmas Eve night, and New Year's Eve and New Year's night. It was beautiful. Yeah. Sylvita, you know, cook no dinner. Car. Yeah, man, it was beautiful. Beautiful back then. Calm. Yeah. And look here. Let me tell you. The boys, they would look the fire sticks, and under the fireside in the kitchen, it was their joy to put up a certain trees that fall down to split it. Also watch it, Jimmy. I feel me want to, as a little girl. Split up the firewood them and pack them. Just make it easy for mama or whoever go cook for Christmas. Yes, Christmas was like that. Them stack up on wood. we will use and cook. They stocked up on it for Christmas cooking. Yes. Yes, with balloons. And lad, the curtain them in and them did really colorful. Them would have mash up your eye nerves. But after we Christmas and after we house. And them the board floor there. But you notice they're coming back with the board floors now. Them the board floor them when you drop them the red oak and axe dye and put on the red polish. That was my job. I go down on your knee with them coconut brush and shine. And then we add the little the Formica center table them and those other types of metal dining table. You put on that the pretty Christmas sitting there upon him and them pretty curtain there and sitting and take out them chenille spread there. Who remember those chenille spreads? We call them chenille spread. I used to work at a cleaners and they call them, you know them blanket. The rest of people say blanket, but at the cleaners they call them chenille spreads. Who remember those with the peacock them face? Hello, you look like you don't know nothing about country, you know. Okay, why? Yes, ma. Them and you have to make sure so you take out the whole of the cockery them out of the cabinet from top to bottom watch. Because who are come from way back when and the Pyrex, which was pirate, a pirate dish then call them. But you know, we know it's Pyrex as we get older. Yeah. And them the sterling silver there, lad ma. All that the big rooster in a coop there. It must save all 2 big rooster when they tear down one at 13, 14, 15 pound in way, you know. Ah, that must say. Christmas was lovely. Yep. My grand-aunt sent me one for my 8th birthday from straight to England they come from. England, I must see Canada, but they didn't come from America too. Most of them, the people in the district that goes to farm work, people that order it from them and then carry it down and you pay them back. Now man, at Christmas Eve it go big I'm told the man. At Christmas Eve, you want to know about Christmas Eve, man? Oh my word. I remember, you know, we don't have no fridge in a baby. There was no refrigerator. In fact, there was no electricity. And you know, say battery, new set of battery I forgot buy for the little transistor radio pump. And that I feel the way up top on the wardrobe, which is the wardrobe. Yeah, up the side there. And then the long time old cedar wood or mahogany bureau. I want one of them. And the washing up of this thing them. Me say, let me tell you, but if you not try tell your kids them know them a listen you. They not listen you, ma. Okay, it was from England. Yes, ma, I can remember my mother had one orange and she have one blue. Yes, ma, had them there like on the bed, mama. Yeah, darling. Yes. Plastic tablecloth with all kind of synthetic. Them bright ya, then colorful ya. Ma. Hey, them the time all the ground kitchen there. Oh, me tell you, man. You see, the thing is, you know, nobody talk about the tilly lamp. Of course, I remember the tilly lamp, Monica. What you mean if me not remember it? Yes. I remember the tilly lamp. My father had a shop and he had one that they use the spirit, that purple thing, and you have to pump it up and use the thing like a mantle over it. Let me tell you, when them tilly lamp they tune in a man. When them tilly lamp they tune me, I remember daddy one right now. Memories. Memories by the score. Memories galore. How can we forget those? Eh? How can we forget those? How can we forget? I will not, you know, so we come up see me we normal. Anything do we? But I really love want to talk about Christmas in the country. Oh Lord. Ma, Dan, we know about the tilly lamp. When them the tilly lamp, if you have two all when people have set up. Not tilly lamp them. Yeah, some of them plastic, well, no, that we get all of them time they not get power with nerves. No, we work hard and we not take enough rest. We are work 3-4 job and all kind of sitting. The picnic them in the house, sit down and work off with nerves. So that's why when we see them now, all like this year, we nerves gone. But back in the days, they never do we nerves one thing we feel good for. Ma, And when Christmas done, what food and something left? You know, and them big bread. You know, I want to bake one of those bread. I am trying my best, Paris, to bake one of them kind of duck, them kind of oblong shaped bread. And I want to do it live too. I don't even want to do it as a video. Them big bread there, well baked, well knead. Oh, yes, it bright electricity, man. Them till and them not carrying all the eat. And when you look the whole of the night sitting them, the peony wally, all kind of sinting pitch. Oh. Oh. Country. I love those days. That's why I always hear me talk about them, you know. One thing I couldn't take now, you know, the Fred business. I just couldn't deal with the Fred. I couldn't take when I don't remember, I forgot to take up the water. Because I had little stuff to do, you know. As a little girl. You don't know Tilly Lamb, blessed green chick? Was there anything like a dirt oven that was used to bake your cake? Oh yes, some people had. We didn't. They dug out holes in banks and then they set sticks in there like I don't remember the name of the stick. Like the same stick them then take my calaban. A certain type of like sweet wood. Yes, they dug them deep in. And they had sticks that they said, oh yes, they had. But we did not have any. Oh yes. That was where the women would bake their cakes for wedding. And a lot of country people do them baking right there so. Because those things were from like, even before my mother era. It would be like from her parents' era. And some people take care of it and preserve it. And then too, not everybody had. Because not everybody was into baking. Yes, they had. Most of them were Indians. A lot of people had them. Yep. And the matter there. That's why I can't go to the chocolate yet. I have the matter stick, but I not the matter. Yeah, man, we did have several home sweet home. The neighbors turn in the right side of the curtains out so you can see the pattern. Them turn off the lights and peeping to see what you put up. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We never have done near neighbor to we still, you know. Because like we right up on the street right there, sir. And everybody else either over the hill, down in a one ditch or something. But when them a pass, them a look. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Who don't know? Some people don't know the Tilly lamp. No, man. You know young people then. Tilly, Tilly, Tilly. We had it. They call it lantern. They're lantern, but they're not like these lanterns, little flimsy one. They were huge. That's why they call them Tilly. They're shaped different from these lanterns that they have now. The bottom of them was fat, and they had stuff that you hung them. Yeah. When set up. And if the setup big and the board, you know, the board, that thing where they make with a coconut thing over it and something. And you're going, if it's a big board, or 6, 7, 8 Tilly lamp, that's what they use to run it. For the man, them want to read, for the Sankey, them sing, hello, how do you do? Me a country girl. I'm a country girl. And I'm proud to say. Marvin says he remembers Bottle Torch and Blinky in Bottle. Penny Wally. So Marvin, you don't know Tilly lamp? Yeah, man. We'd have a whole heap of home sweet home lamp, man. Home sweet home and the one we'd have enough. Your father would carry the peacock spread from work. Oh, from farm work. Yes, me not tell us that the farm work of them people me go up here, you order one spread. Yes, man, the time for your peacock spread come out. Because they have all 6 months they up there, you see if you pay that, you know. Me say your creme de la creme when that the peacock spread come, you know. Yeah, man. And you know the thing, people's souls weren't passing on so often. You notice how people just a pass away every second, every minute? Whether naturally or not natural. People never pass away so often. We never have so much funeral. No, sir. We never have so much funeral, man. People live. Everything is just different, Parry. Just different. And some of them did have the little audio up ways too, you know. No, my mother never turned it inside out. And young people too. The young people are here. I don't know. I don't know. And those old people, make I tell you, them could have walk, not work. Walk. When you see them man pass a gar bush, some of them have 2 little piece of overnight yellow yam and one buckle with some water. Well, at nights when we have to use the old, I'm gonna get that one there. You think wait them gone a bush can work and carry 2 little piece of yam, cold yam with them or one bull and some water. And when you see how much yam ill them one man make for the day, I mean, them are young people and I don't even know if they know if they hold machete. All the one them a country, they don't want to do no neither. They don't want to hold the machete. They don't want to climb no tree. They don't want to do nothing. Those men, when you see them, some of them have some bag we make out at like flower bag. The flower bag was white. Or some cloth are sitting and it angle long and it just hang down so. We want little bulla in there and little water. Gone in bush. Because some of them bush they far from where them live. Some of them lease bush. Them lease property for work, field. Yeah. Women outside is pit latrine. Yes, man. Yes, man. I will put that up for me country now. God bless the few people in a me district where have sanitary facility flush toilet. God bless it. Crocus bag for bush. Who tell you? Good sir. All woman, pregnant, almost up to 9 months with big bungler cane on the head. It's their means of living. Them a carry go to the alt where the train stop for come at town. That I saw them look, but I saw them mind them kids. Husband and wife, woman pregnant, bungler cane on the head. How much? All dozen and all. No, me not see nobody do that yet. Tie up breadfruit with banana string and all 12, 13, 15 breadfruit tie and dip on head. You know, head. Head, man. Head. And everybody did have donkey load ya. Oh, let me tell you something. I don't know what now the people ain't get weak. Miss Debbie, the outhouse is the toilet. Yes, man, the pit latrine, the outer door is a very serious house to you, know, Janet. Very serious house. The outer door, the outhouse, and the pit latrine. Back then, in the days, it was a very serious house. Oh, anything sucker with the pan 1 hour. We'll come back again. Maybe not tomorrow night, but maybe another night. Monday, tomorrow night is Davis them live. So I don't want to think there. That outhouse was not, it wasn't a good place. From experience and things that I learned. Who tell you? Shape make chippy now and then. Who tell you, Sylvita? Oh yes, it was my duty to polish and keep the outhouse clean. But I want to pick up back on that outhouse. It wasn't a good place. It wasn't a good place. It was a place that spirits, they would live in there. It wasn't a good place. And that is why when I went back to St. Mary and when I looked and saw my mom's house, the first thing I did was starting to make 2 bathrooms, 2 separate bathrooms. That outhouse, oh Lord, if you hear some stuff and stuff that I experienced too, never a good place. The people to come out of your house and to go in, no. I never liked those outside pit latrines. Not the fact of you sitting down on them, but the mere fact of the whole concept and the stories them behind them. It would make you cringe. Back then in the days when the people passed on, They never had any ice to put them on, and in a matter of 2 to 3 days, they would have to put them away. You'd hear some stuff. But as the time gets more civilized and people starting using ice, those things they're gifted for frogs. They're gifted for some huge frogs. Yeah. Yeah, man, crocus power. Them the crocus bag, man, they not joke with them. Oh, yes. I never liked them. My mother would never let me go in there alone. She would come. In the days as me get bigger, she would let me go, and she, But if it's at night, she would never let me alone go. Nope. And if it was for the boys or so, she would ask 2 more or so. She would never let any one child alone go there at nights. Never. Not a good place at nights. Not a good place for early in the mornings. In the days, not bad. But look here. It's 6 minutes past the hour. I just want to say thank you for chipping in on the train. We're going to be coming more often with this. And we are going to pick up back then. Because this back then I'm going to take away a little way. Because we have a lot to go into. Ask your questions. You tell me yours. You share. There are so many things. Country life, a very good life. But there are just some things too that are different from the city. We're going to make the comparison. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for clicking on. Thank you all so much. We have seat for more people on the next train ride. Thank you all so much. I enjoyed this with you. Big up on yourself. Have a good night's sleep. Don't afraid none. Because we're going to come to some stories where, remember the last time Christopher bought. We're coming to some stories. We're coming to some nail biting, some cringing. Yeah. Because I'm a country girl. And I would like to hear what you have got to say. Thank you all. Yes, thank you all so much for remembering me. I can't remember everything. But we're coming up. We're going to go through it, man. We're going to go through it. I'm going to tell you. If you go through country life, you can go through any other life. Thanks for the love. And never let the evil. Auntie, nobody frighten me up. I'm not. Marvin is there. Oh, yes. We are going to talk about the Duppy story. Of course, we're not left you out. Never let the evil around you. Never let it take control of you. Stay pantapating. Stay on the Jamaican Debbie Debs train.